Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my new video. In this video, I'm going to teach you the right way to hold an SMP gun. So from the video, you can see this guy, he's trying to learn how to hold it. So the correct way to hold it, can you see his thumb? His thumb is actually on the wrong position. Your thumb needs to be pointing up. You need to hold it with your thumb pointing up, as you can see. And then you kind of use your index finger as well. And can you see the rest of your fingers are basically used for balance. So this gentleman will probably show you a bit better. So you can see he's just the way he's holding the gun, you know he's very experienced. So can you see his thumb is going upwards direction, it's not going around the pen, and he's also obviously using the index finger as well to hold the pen as steady as possible. So what's more important is to have your whole palm on your client's scalp, basically, not on the side. So can you see what he's doing? If you put your hand and you pivot from the side of your hand, which a lot of people do, you cannot have even dots in the client's head. You will not be able to do, because you're always reaching, you see. So the correct position, as you can see, is to have your palm directly on the client's head, and you use your other hand, as you can see, to stretch the skin. And this way you can basically put even dots around the head, and that is the best way to do it. That is the best method. And because you're pivoting from your palm, it makes it much easier to have even dots and even spacing around. So what he's doing here is the client has got some scars and in the head as well. So with the scars, you have to be a bit more careful. You cannot use your same method with the 90 degrees angle and have your palm on the top of your head. With the scar, you have to work around the scar. So each dot has to be very, very careful. And you cannot go deep into the scar as well, because you want a slight prick of the scar, and you work around the scar, you basically, because on the scar itself, the skin is extremely thick. So if you go into the scar itself, you're not gonna get a great result. So you have to work around the scar, you see. So what this gentleman is doing is actually making some lines. He's making some lines to cover the scar, as you can see. So he's not digging in, he's not making holes. He's just like making straight lines to cover much of the scar as possible. Because you cannot like make holes into the scar, because the scarring tissue is very different from your normal tissue. And you will have uneven results and big blobs of ink inside the scar. It's not going to look good. So you want to go in the direction of where the hair is. So if you can see, this gentleman's hair goes downwards. So you have to kind of draw lines going downwards along that direction. So this is the best way to kind of hide the scars. This is the method used by a lot of professionals, and that's the best way to hide it, basically, because you cannot treat your scar as the same as the rest of the head. And this takes a lot of practice. Not everyone can do that. So when you do go to a consultant to get your head done, one thing he will ask you, if his experience, is, do you have any scars in your head? Because knowing about the scar is very important, and this is why you got to meet with your consultant, show him the scar, and the consultant needs to prep beforehand. They need to work out what the direction of your hair is, and they need to kind of work out how they can get around drawing around the scar. So all this needs a little bit of preparation. And as you can see, he's mixing and matching. So the area around the scar, he would use the normal method where he makes the holes, but around the scar or on the scar, he's just making some lines. These are not going inside the skin. This is outside the skin. So you basically do a mix and match if there's a scar. And with this method, it's very good. It can hide the scar very well. This is what a lot of experienced practitioners do, and eventually it will look pretty good. And this is the kind of method that most people use. Anyway, I hope that helps, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care for now.